Hello everyone, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you 3 ways that you can make Minecraft look incredible. By incredible I mean more realistic. So I'll have 3 different styles. I will have 16x realism, so realistic in the sense of Minecraft textures. Then I will have just realistic, as in real life realistic. And then finally I'll have a mix of the two. And I will have a link for all of the downloads in the description, and I will put 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 is going to be Minecraft Realistic, number 2 is going to be the Real Life Realistic, and then number 3 is going to be the mix of the two. And I'm going to be using the same shader for every single one, and that is going to be Zeus Renewed. Sonic Either's unbelievable shaders are renewed. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so first off, we have the Minecraft Realistic. Now, the resource packs I'm using for this video is the RTX 16X for Java. It is made for an older version if you're playing 1.18.1, but don't worry, it's not going to mess anything up. So you just turn this on, and then you must also look for Foliage Renewed. This will help with making it look very, very good. So now, you must put the RTX above, so it's at the top with these little arrows, this in the middle, and then the default at the bottom. Then you must accept this. It will look fairly normal when you load back into your game. It'll look slightly different, but not that big of a difference. So you still got to put on your shader. So I will have Zeus Renewed for every single one. So I'll just leave that on for all of them. And this is what your game will look like. You will have reflections like that. Little shiny pieces, as you can see, it glints a bit, and gold and diamond will shine. For instance, if I grab a gold block, there you go. As you can see, there's reflection on it. It looks very, very nice, and I personally love it. And it still has a Minecraft feel. Like, this still feels like Minecraft. If you're running a lower end PC, I'd recommend just completely taking off the Foliage Renewed texture pack and just have the RTX, because it'll make it look way, 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 way more like Minecraft. Like, you might not even notice the difference, but you will still have the shine and the glint and everything. So yeah, this is my first idea for how you can make your game look realistic in the sense of Minecraft. So now we will move on to realistic in the sense of, well, real life. Okay, everyone, so next up, we got realistic. So, as you can see right now, I don't have any resource packs on, and I'm just going to keep Zeus Renewed on, because it's going to be the same for every single one. Now, this will make your Minecraft look more realistic, like closer to real life, although still not completely. It will still have a slight Minecraft feel to it. So I'm going to have 2 parts on this bit. I'm going to have a slightly more Minecrafty, and then I'm going to have very, very realistic real life look. So first of all, we have the more blocky textures. So for this one, I'm using Patrick's shader, Patrick's, because it looks really, really good. It looks incredible in my opinion. So you just got to download each of these 3 individual. I will have a installation process at the end. I've already said that, but yeah, I'm gonna have an installation at the end for every single one. That's different, you know. And so once you put these on, you just got to move the basic textures. You got to move that to the top with the arrows. That's at the top. You have the optional block models second, and then you have the optional vanilla friendly biome textures at the bottom. You don't have to have these models, because they basically just give ore like little crystals on the ore. It looks like interesting. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it, but some people really, really like it. So as you can see, this is like very realistic in a blocky form, because as you can see, it still looks pixelated, but it's super realistic at the same time. So I'm just going to show you a few things now. So also, this texture pack also has glow on it. So if I place on, as you can see, it glows a bit. And rails are really impressive in my opinion. They're one of my favorite things, because as you can see, they look really, really nice. And they shine really, really nicely. Oh, whoops. looks really, really nice. And I don't know about minecarts. I haven't actually tried minecarts yet, but it looks like they do look different. Yeah, they have like this old rustic look. So this whole pack is supposed to have a medieval, and that's why the stone looks like this, and that's why the wood looks like this. I mean, it's more realistic, but it's also made to look more medieval, like this. This is not modern. And the second pack, which I'm gonna do, part 2, it's realistic, but it's made to be for modern builds. So this is kind of medieval, and then the other one's gonna be modern. So let's move on to part 2. Alright, so the next pack on this list is Modern Arc, and this is for the realistic in the sense of real life pack. So not every texture is done in this pack, so you'll find that there'll be many textures that you come across that aren't textured, like for example right here, this isn't textured, but for the textures that does have, they're very, very realistic. Like if you see here, this cobblestone, it's got actual lumps in it. It actually is 3D, if you look there. And also with sand, you'll see that also sand is like a 3D look to it. And wood is very, very impressive. As you can see, it goes in the middle. It's very, very realistic. And as you can see also, it's supposed to go for a modern style, and I think that they executed that very well. Because many things look very, very good. Like for example, the bookshelves are one of my favorite things, because they just are so well made. Like, look at this. It looks very, very good. And also, their slabs, their quartz. I find their quartz is very, very nice. It works very well for realistic builds, because I've created many realistic builds. I mean, modern builds with this pack, and it is very nice. Like, as you can see, it reflects off the wood almost like real life. And so yeah, this is why this pack is the realistic one. And next we will be moving on to the mix of the two. Alright, so the final mix I have for you kind of is, it's very, very similar to the first one in the list, except it has one tiny small detail which makes it more realistic. So the packs that I'm using for this one I am merging 3 packs together, and that is the RTX pack, the foliage renewed pack, and finally the 128 grass pack. If you can't, it's like your computers can't handle this, then I would switch it for something else. Oh, and as you notice here, the grass is very, very realistic, and so so you can keep it in this order if you love the super, super realistic grass, and but you also want this and the realistic kelp. As you can see, it's quite foggy. I have no clue why, but so what I usually do is I switch them around. So I bring the foliage renewed up, I bring the RTX straight to the top, and then I have it in that order. And in my opinion, this is just the best look, because as you can see, it's got a mix of the unrealistic grass and the realistic grass, and everything just looks so nice. The reflections, as you can see, also reflections here, reflections on the floor. Okay, this is strange. Oh, it's because I forgot to tell you that for the texture resolution, when you're using a higher resolution pack, you have to change in this texture settings, well, in your shader settings, to be that resolution. So right now I'm using a 128 texture pack for the grass, but I don't need parallax occlusion mapping, so I can turn that off. And then, as you can see, the textures still have that glow to them and stuff, but the ground doesn't look glitchy anymore. So that's the settings for your shaders that you'll need to use. You need to turn off parallax occlusion mapping, because you only use that for 3D textures. So this is the final mix that I'm showing you. And so now I will just, oh, that actually looks very nice. So now I'll just do a 2-minute walk around for each texture pack. So, now that you've made it to the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can download and put the things into your game. So, I'm just going to give one example for each. So, obviously you need Optifine, you need one resource pack. Well, I'm just going to do the realistic one, and then the shader, which I use in every single one. So, starting off with Optifine, what you'll have to do is you'll go onto the link in the description, and you'll see 1.18.1. Then you just click download over here, and you just gotta wait 5 seconds. It'll say please wait 5 seconds in the top right. Once it's done, there'll be a skip button, so you just click that. Then it'll say over here download. You just click over here, and it should download in the bottom left. Then you just wait for this to finish downloading. Then you click on it, and then it'll say here Optifine HD Ultra H4 for Minecraft 1.18.1 install. Then you just click install. Since I already have it installed, I'm not going to click install. I would recommend not changing this, because if you do change this, it will not install into your game. So, now for a resource pack. For this example, I'm going to do the Modern Ark resource pack. So, you'll just scroll down to the bottom, and there'll be a download section. Over here it says tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Ignore these because these cost money. Go into the free one. Then download this. As you can see, it'll download in the bottom left. Once it's done downloading, you can just put it in your resource pack folder, which I will show you how to do later. Finally, for the shader, you will just click onto the thing in the description, and it'll say download Zeus renewed version 1.0.1. Then you just click the I have read and accepted the EULA, and then you click download. As you can see, it'll download in the bottom left, and then you just put that in your shader folder. So now I will show you how you can put this into a game and get it running. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open up your Minecraft launcher. Once it's done loading, since you've already installed Optifine, you will see that it'll be on the bottom left hand corner. I'm using 1.18, but you would have installed 1.18.1 unless you wanted a different version. So, once you have it in the bottom right, I would recommend changing the amount of RAM allocated to your game to something which will be able to run this. So I have 14, but apparently people say that that's not good. So you just go into the JVM arguments when clicking on it, and you just change it to 8G instead of 4G. Once that's done, just click play. Once you're in, go into options, video settings, shaders. Here's where you will put in your shader. So click shaders folder in the bottom right. When you switch tabs, you will see that it'll be open over here. Now just go into Google, and you will have your download in the bottom left. Take your Zeus renewed and bring it inside. If you're using Windows 11, you'll have to use a different tactic, which is where you right click on the folder, you click File Explorer, you'll have to go into Downloads, you'll have to right click on Zeus renewed, you'll have to go Cut, and then you'll have to go into your shaders folder and go paste. Since I've already got it in here, I will not put it in again. Then, when you go back inside here, you will see it over here, and you can just click on it and click done. Once that's done, you must go back to this section over here and click on resource packs. Here is where you will input your resource packs that you need. Just click open pack folder. You will see it over here, and like I said before, just drag and drop. If you got Windows 11 again, do the exact same thing as with the shader. Just cut, paste. Now all you need to do is turn on the resource pack that you've downloaded. Click done, and when you get into a world, your game will look, as you can see, beautiful. So here we are at the end of the video. If this helped you out and you really like what your game looks like now, then please consider liking and subscribing, because it means a lot to me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.